boys and girls. It's your old friend Whiskey Santa. You know, that sleigh doesn't run on cookies, so maybe you give Santa some whiskey and you'll get your gifts a little bit better this year. Ho, ho, ho. I was told to start tonight as Whiskey Santa. I don't know if it's too early to get into the holiday season, but I'm a capitalist, so maybe it is. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Who needs a break? Do you need a break? It's Monday. Do you need a break already? You can't even make it through the week? I hear you. I'm here for you. So, good evening, Mike, Brandon, Robert, Kevin, Phil, Jason, Ron, good to see you. Phil, did y'all get the KPB from Earthling today? Can't wait for that book. Patrick King, good to see you, Patrick, or Rick, or Patrick. You have lots of options available to you. Does anybody ever go by Rick, whose name is Patrick? I don't know. What's up, Christopher? Yes, I did. I can't wait to read that one. Dave's here. Good to see you. Yes. This puppy went on sale today. And a funny story is I was busy. I was at work. I was busy. I'd work things to do. And I totally zoned on it. I forgot that it was on sale or going up at noon until like 2:30 in the afternoon. And I'm like, oh shit. Oh man. And I opened up my email. Sure enough, it was there. And I'm like, oh my God, if there's only 500 copies, it's only $55. And it's a Keelan Patrick Burke title, which, I mean, this community knows him and loves him. So I'm like, damn it. This is going to suck. I was sick. I was literally sick. I was getting ready to email Paul Miller and say, man, I need one. I don't know. I'll take a PC copy, whatever. And, even though I have the ARC and I'm reading it, it is brilliant. It's unlike, I mean, Keelan Patrick Burke stuff is brilliant, but this is got a whole different tone to it. It feels like it's set in 1941, but it feels a lot older. And I really dig it. I really dig it. This is an excellent novella. So I was sick to my stomach to think I missed out. But of course, you all know, everybody here probably went to get it and it's available. So I don't know why. I mean, that to me kind of bothered me because of my first reaction when I saw it was available. I'm like, yes, awesome. And my second was, I better have bought that last copy because why is it still available? I just think you're all going to love it. It has a lot of art in it. I don't know if it's going to have more art in the final hardcover edition or not. I don't know, but it has, Earthling doesn't Boys in the Valley didn't have any interior art, and other titles from Earthling don't always have art. So I was really happy to see that. And it's great stuff. So I'm getting into it. The opening chapter is crazy. It really sets the stage, and it's pretty badass. And then the next chapter, we're starting to get into like the conflict between progressive modern Ireland and old ancient Ireland, and how they're gonna justify rural life. Like it's an encroachment of modern development into this rural life. So that's a cool dynamic. I think when I was in Ireland, I did go to, there's a little group of islands on the west coast of Ireland called the Aran Islands. And it's the only place I think that still speaks Gaelic. It's like they speak English, but they're primarily, their first language is Gaelic. And no, there aren't a lot of cars that are allowed on the island. It's one of those that's like so small, and they basically raise livestock and they make sweaters. It's where you get your Irish wool sweaters, and it was very cool. We took a horse and buggy ride The guy's name was Kevin, and his horse was named Blackie. And it was really cool. It was an interesting thing. And so I keep picturing the Aran Islands as I'm reading this because they have a lot of similarities. I'm gonna brush my beard. I didn't do that. I didn't do that before. And, you know, we're kind of friends now. Anyway, so what has been said? What has been said? Ordered, of course. Hey, what's up, Tim? Good to see you. Tim's here. Howdy. Yeah, ordered mine. Oh, Manos, good to see you. Number one, hello. I got my Carrie's Legacy today as well. Had to email Brian because of the known issue. What is that known issue? It is unknownst to me. I don't know what that known issue is. I remember this morning, then forgot until I watched your ARC unboxing at 2 p.m. Then I panicked. That's funny. Yeah, I grabbed the Keelan Patrick Burke Life, Jeff. I was a little late getting there, but had no issues. No idea if copies still remain. Yeah, they do. They do. I don't know why, but I'll do a screen share. We'll do that. So everybody could see if they want it. It's there. There you go. Order now. I don't know why. I'll refresh the page just to double sure it's still there. And yeah, it's still there. I'm so glad. Oh my God, I was sick to my stomach thinking I didn't get it. So yeah, you can get it. And I was looking at other titles. Come With Me is still available. Now, if you recall, he had a different marbling on the cover, and this type was in black on a previous iteration, which is no, I have a screen grab of it so I could show it to you. But that's still available. Come With Me. Updated. It shouldn't be, but it is. The Widows of Whining Gale. Little Heaven is still available. That is gorgeous. Bloodstained Neverland. Spirit of Place. Dune is back. Wow. He has way too many titles. I would love to see you all clear him out. He's got a book going back to 2004. That just ain't right. That just ain't right. I have a bunch of these titles. So, I mean, the list isn't as long as it used to be, but I think we can clean it up. I think we can clean it up a little. I had Bloodstained Wonderland. I read it. So anyway, go over there and clean them out, but definitely get Widows of Winding Gale. That should be sold out. There's only 500 copies, and he's a brilliant author. Just check copy. Yeah, I was panicking at 12:02 when I still didn't have the link in my email. That's funny. I did the same thing with Come With Me. And then I ended up buying it from Levidian because I got terrified. And I didn't get the link for 8 minutes. And Levidian had already put his out. Brian put his out. And they so I bought from him because I thought it would. I'm like, this is going to sell out. Oh, let's check in with the Duff Bucket. What have you got, Duff Bucket? I might wear a hat. I'm not liking my hair tonight. It looks a little too rockabilly. And the lighting is awful. What kind of show am I running here? What do we got with lighting? We got any lighting? We got a lighting fan? It's a little better. There you go. All right. Okay. So, Tim, that's a nice new tag with the books with your collection. You could use library. I didn't see the tag. I'll have to see it. What's up, Stephen Wayne Nelson Jr.? What is going on? Glad to see you. He used a new company to wrap and put the bookmarks in the wrap. Well, they used drops of glue putty to stick it to the slip case. My bookmark stuck to the case and came apart when I unwrapped it. Oh, I didn't know that. That's a bummer, man. He's the last guy that needs crap like that to happen. And I hate that it happened to you, too. So, yeah. Temu Rapture right here. What are you going to do? But I guess it is, when you're drinking, when you're reading an Irish tale set in Ireland, so it's Irish by an Irish American author. You got to drink. You got to drink the official beer of Ireland. I don't know if it is. Hey, Jesse, good to see you. Good to see you. God Emperor and the agonizing record. Wow, I didn't even have a sip. You can see that right now. God Emperor and the agonizing resurrection of Frankenstein have landed. That's a Centipede Press. Only Jason GJYS should be here to talk about that. I'm sure they're gorgeous. Oh no, and the agonizing resurrection of Frankenstein was that Thornwillow or Cairo Terra? I'm waiting for the King in Yellow from Cairo Terra. I subscribed to the newsletter and I haven't seen anything. So he told us that he told us there will be some that are trashed and some that are good. Mine was trashed. Oh. Paul's email was late and I was starting to freak out about missing it. Yeah. Mike, pulling the glued bookmarks off the slipcase pulled spots off. Now have small white spots on the slipcase. Oh my God. What's up, INR? Good to see you. You're a little late, but it's really late where you are. So Jason, good to see you, Jason Murphy and Jason McDonald, of course. How was the pages inside for Carrie? I have 2 copies and both have a crease on one of the art pages. Same page in both books. Oh, he's beset. You know why? Because Chismar's name is on the cover, so it's a cursed book. I'm kidding. No, I don't want that for our friend Brian James Freeman. I mean, he keeps bad company, but I can't blame him. Look at that hair. Look at that hair. What the hell? What do you like? In the 90s or 80s, there was Mad TV, and they had a guy named Ramon, and he had this pompadour that stuck out. And I think that's who I am, Ramon. So look it up. I mean, that's kind of what the vibe I'm rocking, which I am like a minute away from putting a hat on. Sorry to hear that, Mike. Luckily, mine turned out okay. I'd hate to have BJF through more returns than necessary. Yeah. Jason's signature card was loose in the book, fell out on the floor when I opened it. Not sure if it was supposed to be bound or not. Holy shit. My sig sheets are bound fine. You know, when I hear all this, I'm not mad at Brian James Freeman. Like, I'm mad at his partners. You know, that's funny because you get a shitty product from Cemetery Dance and you're like, screw Cemetery Dance. And a point of clarification. I looked at my book and where the type is not an ink transfer. It is literally a clear spot or a thin clear spot on the page, and the type on the other page is coming through. It is not an ink transfer. The stand, where it says the stand on it, that is an ink transfer. I could show you. I'll show you. But I had to clarify that, and I forgot to. Don't look at my shorts. It's okay. I can wear shorts. It's okay. I cleared it with the authorities, with my parole officer. He said I could wear shorts again. Yes. You know, now that I'm doing this, I'm thinking it's a stupid idea because you might not be able to see it. But it was page 245. And so, you know, do I owe an apology? Not really. Not really. But here's the type on the page that I'm talking about. Where is it? Right here. It's coming through. This whole spot, this whole thing that's bleeding through, that is from the other page. That type, I read it, and it's backwards, and it's the type that's on the other opposite page of chapter 27. That is crazy how thin that paper is. To see that type that clearly. And you could see everywhere else it looks, you could see the type coming through, but it's really very, very thin, I mean, very muted. It's normal. It's what you expect. This is like coming through. But over here, this, I think, well, maybe it isn't. I'm calling into question all my shit because maybe that's not an ink transfer, but that's what I thought it was. So that is pretty wild that it's so thin or whatever that it's just as bad as an ink transfer. Where did the light go? What happened to the light? Did I break you, little computer? Holy cow. Everything's so fragile. Anyway, so that is crazy. So the sig sheet's loose. They did a shitty job gluing. Wow. A crease on the page. Don't talk about hair, man. That's a sore subject. I'm sorry, Einar. Apologies. I got a sunroof going. I got a little sunroof, so this is why if you ever meet me in public, I look at you from the front. I never let anybody get behind me. Also, I just don't want anybody behind me. There was a joke there, but I'm not going to. Am I hearing that there are issues with a book I was lukewarm about to begin with? Yeah, it's a shame because I don't like to badmouth books from publishers that I want to sell out, so I'm not going to. I ain't going to do it. But anyway, yeah, I wasn't even lukewarm about that book because I see it as an extension of Chismar's parasitic behavior. That's how I see it, because he remember he wrote King Revisited. He wrote a bunch of book reports about King titles, and he published. I don't even think it got published. King Revisited, like, the University of Maine was holding off on the complete works of Stephen King until Dick Chiz weighed in on what the books meant to him. I remember reading this book when I was out on a boat fishing, and it really meant a lot to me because I caught a good fish that day. It was about a 20-pound fish, and really, I went home and I tapped my wife on her ass, and we all had a good laugh about it. Isn't my life great? Buy my books. Yeah, I don't, Dick Chiz is, now I'm stuck with the book. I don't know what to tell you. I don't want, okay. See, can't do anything. I got my hat ready. Hey, Ramon, be happy you've got hair. See, yeah, I stepped into it. In the kingdom of in the land of the blind, a one-eyed man is king. Like there's always, right? I don't know if that's inadequate. Good evening, Lance. Good to see you. I had to get a replacement dust jacket from Brian for my copy of Mystery Walk. I hated to hassle him with it, but the title was just way off center, and the DJ was too thick to try and move it and refold. Oh, I did that once, Ron. I got a trade edition of Wizard and Glass. Well, Grant trade edition. And the way the dust jacket was wrapped, I tried to refold it. It never works out. I for one, I think I'm just better off. Like, if I ever encounter that again, I'm just going to leave it like that. I don't even really care. As long as I didn't wreck it, if that's how it is, it ain't going to bother me. If that's how it came, I don't care. But I did that with that. And then I ended up buying a replacement dust jacket because I felt like I did more damage. I didn't solve anything. Yo, what's up, Mitch? We're going to get to your stuff tonight, Mitch. Mitch is showing up. He's got a sniper right outside the window here. If you see like a laser dot on me, it's because of Mitch. He's got a sniper. He's like, you better be talking about the rapture, or you're going to have a mini rapture right there in your seat. That's why that light is back on. He told me I had to put that back on too, because if I don't have it well lit, his sniper can't hit me. And I agreed, because part of me, kind of want to let it happen. Only reason I bought it was because Fracassi is in it. If he wasn't, I would not have bought it. I know, that's the only reason I was even halfway considering it, because Fracassi. But yeah, I mean, that I still do feel bad that I didn't get it, because I would have wanted that, and I would have begged him to sign it, and that would have been really cool. Now I'm kind of regretting not getting it, but then seeing all the problems you all are having with it, because I don't want to pass up Fracassi words. They're the best words. School must be out. Mitch is here. He got let out of practice early. The coach made him do some penalty laps. No daycare available. No. Somebody posted a picture of their stand just arrived, and it had an errata sheet about missing Francois' signature. I wonder if they will send it to those of us who got early copies without it. No, I guarantee they will not do it. So I guarantee they won't they won't send it out. I mentioned that too. They should at the very least put the graphic up on their website so everybody who ordered one can download it, or email a PDF. Like, hey, we know, went out without this errata sheet, and if you want one to go with your copy, because it's not really about us, it's about Francois. Every copy should have that errata sheet, so history will remember that Francois did the artwork. Because it's like they get paid and they get recognition. Those are the two things. So it's like they denied him half of his reward for working on that. And they apologized to him a bit. And I think they were, let me just say, when I was talking to Francois, I told him I don't think they're going to do an errata sheet, and they're not going to own up to it at all. They're not going to do an errata sheet, and they did it. So I'm eating crow there, and I'm very happy I was wrong in that instance. I want to be wrong when it means somebody did the right thing. Just because I don't expect them to do the right thing doesn't mean I don't want them to do the right thing. So, and for Francois' sanity, I'm so glad they did. But it's still, it's like, oh man, I'm sorry I shot you through the heart. Here, let me put a Band-Aid on it. Nice that you felt bad and that you gave me the Band-Aid, but I'm still bleeding out. You should see the exit wound. You had a hollow point. So yeah, that now my mustache is doing things. My face hair is dancing. I'll let you see mine, Jeff. What? See what? They still haven't shipped my copy of the stand. No, and I'm amazed. I was in the first batch, apparently, because there are a lot of people saying how they haven't gotten theirs, and they said they're about halfway through the mailing. And I bet you. Now, I have no proof. I have no proof of anything. So what I'm about to say is just for entertainment purposes only. It's meant to be a joke, right? I don't know what I got to say to make it legal, but I bet you they were shipping as many as they could. The money ran out. Then they needed to do the gift card, the gift certificate scam, and then they needed to do the grab bag scam, and they needed to get some cash infusion to ship out the rest. That's my guess. They needed to get they need money flown into the organization, because the hundreds of thousands of dollars we have given them over the last 10 years has all paid salaries, benefits, electric bills, and mortgages. And it's gone. I mean, it's just, you have to keep that money flowing or the organism dies. And now he has to do these silly cash grabs when he has nothing to trade for it. It works if you have faith and trust to trade for it. But he does this gift certificate thing. Hey, you want to buy a gift certificate? You pay $100 and we'll match $100 in store credit. And then the very next thing they release is this grab bag saying store credit not applicable. Okay, you're just not earning back that trust. And it's a lot harder to earn trust than it is money. It was such a hurried print job, leaving illustrations off was bound. Leaving illustrators off was bound. Oh yeah, when you're going at a breakneck and you're like, I got to get this thing out in 7 years. You're like, I don't have time to check the copyright page or the dust jacket attributions. I don't have time. Who has time? You just got to hit print and hope for the best. I don't think that's how printing presses work, that you just hit print. I mean, I'm sure there's some go button. Oh, really, Ron? You didn't get yours either? You're a long time. Old school cemetery dance guy, and you didn't get yours. Damn. Does anyone know what publisher Eli John is doing the artwork for The Stand? No, I did not know about that. I know some people were talking about it, and but I don't know the publisher. It could be a foreign language edition. I can't imagine it's... Who would it be? PS already did it. The Stand, Cemetery Dance just did theirs. The Coffin edition exists as a holy grail for a lot of folks. Who would be doing The Stand? I bet you maybe Cemetery Dance Germany. No, but I did see that, but I didn't follow up. It must bug Francois every time he does one of those great remarks in the book. I wish I had extra funds to have him do one. Yeah. On brand. Thank you. I aim to stay on brand. Fable Shits. I don't think they would do well. Fable Shits was just me reading the thing. So clear. It's not the opinion of the host. I'm backing away from all opinions going forward. I'm kidding. When it is open, the latter rain comforts, does not baptize, comforts your souls. When it is shut, you are shut against the comforter. It is not your choice whether it's open or shut. Just like the thermostat in my house. It is not my choice, Jill. She's lurking. She's probably going to signal to the sniper. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. I think the bell tolls for me. Is Wesley eccentric or a spam bot? I don't think he's a spam bot. Bread, butter, toast. Yes. Sorry, it's my autocorrect. Is Stephen King aware of CD's mishandling of releases? I heard from a reliable source that it did make it to King about what was it? About Todd Kiesling. I heard from a reliable source that it did make it to King about Todd Kiesling, and King wasn't happy about it. I did hear that, but again, you're hearing it now. I heard it from a reliable source who heard it secondhand. So this is third hand, and it's out of hand at that point. So I'm just saying, like, that is, I believe it. What the contents of the conversation or the spanking that may or may not have happened, I don't know about any of that. But I'm not aware of how deep it goes. And honestly, I don't think Stephen King gives a shit. I don't think he cares. He's so far removed from all of that, and I don't think he's going to care. Did Suntup decide to do The Stand to show Chismar how to do it right? Oh my God. How would you guys feel about Eli John doing a Suntup edition of The Stand? I could not see Paul Suntup getting Eli John to do The Stand, because I would think he would go, well, Eli John did different seasons. Oh, excuse me. Eli John did different seasons, so he is a Stephen King artist. So I guess technically, but when Paul did Misery, he got Rick Barry and Dave Christensen. So he got artists who were Stephen King artists. So I would think he would go like that route. I think he would go for artists who had done previous Stephen King titles, covers, interiors, whatever. But from way back, from like back in the day. But maybe not. Maybe not. I doubt it. If Paul Suntop did The Stand, I would think he would announce that a lot sooner. I don't think he'd wait for that to get further along. I could see him doing that with just the prototype photos and no work started yet, because everybody would plunk their money down. Everybody would buy it. It would be an instant sellout, and they would wait patiently, especially if he said it's not going to be done for a year. Look how they hounded him for American Gods, and they still hound him for Hellbound Heart. They want it. I think if he gave them the opportunity to buy it and wait, they'd rather do that, to just have it secured. That would be awesome. You heard it from Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon and King are like that. King likes some bacon on his eggs. Why did Stephen King cross the road? No, Tim, no. Why did King cross the road to get the Trump derangement syndrome vaccine on the other side? Is that the joke? Crossing the road can be near fatal, especially if you have some wackadoodle in a white van that runs you over and basically almost kills you. I would buy a Suntop version. Everybody would buy a Suntop version of The Stand. Everybody. I would have to sell a bunch of books and buy it. You did not want the real bread from Jesus, so it wouldn't be signed. Yeah, I doubt it would. Rob Wood has worked for both Suntop and King. Yep. Rob Wood would be somebody. A little late, but good evening, Zach. Good. Stay safe. You fly around, and that scares me. I think you forgot about my blood feud. Okay, I forgot. You may not. But oh my God, if Suntop did The Stand, oh God, it would be a dream come true. It really would. I just don't. Am I wrong for thinking Eli John wouldn't be that guy for that? Am I wrong? What do you think? I just feel like, yes, it would be a Rob Wood, or I don't know who's still alive from back in the day. Unfortunately, Bernie Wrightson's gone. He did the Coffin edition. Paul would not repurpose the Coffin edition illustrations, but maybe he would, because he did it with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's just like there's more to a Suntop Stephen King decision than simply the art. Like it is much more like I would see it. It just wouldn't. I just couldn't see Paul Suntop going with a new author or somebody brand new to King. To be honest, I might take up a loan to buy the lettered The Stand from Suntop if that happened. Oh my God. Yeah, he would, and think about it. He could use a sale like that. He could use an edition of The Stand to come out with the sale of that just happened with Charlie and the Glass Elevator. There's still like 60 copies available. And I think when I saw that, I thought it was gorgeous. And I have the Charlie numbered, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory numbered and artist edition. I have an artist edition for sale if anybody would like to buy one. I don't know, $250. I don't know. Is that a good price? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, artist and numbered. And I thought he just did such an incredible job on that. And when I saw the glass elevator, I thought that looked gorgeous, and he still has 60. So he could use a book like The Stand. If Paul Suntup's just said, I'm doing The Stand, well, no, it wouldn't affect the rights to all the other books. Unless he did this. This is a little play he could do. I'm doing The Stand. I'm doing 500 copies of it for the numbered. Misery only had 185. So 1 through 185 on the King train get rights of first refusal for The Stand. Then 186 to 500 on the regular non-King numbered train get rights of first refusal for the rest of those. No, that would piss off. No, he would just have to do it like that. He would have to, there would be no rights attached. It would be 185 from Misery get rights of first refusal. Then that will go to a pre-sale open only to current right holders for regular non-King numbered editions. So they would get a link, and then it would be first come, first serve until those were wiped out. That's how he would have to do it. That's the only way he could do it and keep all right holders happy. The third option, which I don't like, would be 1 through 185 for Misery, get the first 185, The Stand, and then 186 to 500 would just be public pre-sale. I would like that a lot less. But anyway, it's not going to happen. Just fun to speculate. Does anybody know who The Stand is, who's doing The Stand, where Eli John is the artist? Anybody know? The Stand signed by Richard Chismar. McVeigh would be cool, in my opinion. Who's McVeigh? No, Eli, while decent, wouldn't be Paul's choice. I feel right. That's exactly how I feel. He did different seasons. And he's a good illustrator. I've only seen that, but I really like what I've seen in my copy. I don't know about anybody else's copy, but just doesn't have the gravity, the gravitas that I think Paul would be looking for. So I would have bought the Glass Elevator if I had a Chocolate Factory. Dahl's one of my favorite authors from my childhood. Oh, some people weren't happy that the Glass Elevator was a different size than Charlie. Size different doesn't bother me. It bothers the living shit out of Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. But I could see that. It bothers me. I got the Steve Rasnick Thames set. I have Out of the Darkness. Big, gorgeous, oversized Centipede Press edition. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to show you. It's laughable. It is laughable. Don't judge my shorts, man. Don't judge my shorts, okay? Just be glad I have them on. So this is my very first direct from Centipede Press purchase. Out of the Dark, a storybook of horrors by Steve Rasnick Tem, illustrated. It's bonkers illustrated. This is like loaded with illustrations. And I love the stories in this. It's actually criminal how I haven't gotten very far in this book, because every time I dip in, I love what I read. Brilliant stuff. I can't overstate that. And then the next book collection was The Night Doctor. And there it is. There's a size difference. That's drove me batty. Like, I don't like that. I understand that you have this massive tome, which has a lot of stuff in it that you can't possibly maybe fill. Like, this book would be super thin. You can't do it every time. So I don't blame Jared. It's just, yeah. And so I agree. I do agree with that criticism. It is a gorgeous book, but I think it needed to be the same size. I don't know if that, like, if I was still on the train comfortably, so if I could still ride that train with no worries at all, I would buy it and I'd be happy with it because I think it looks gorgeous. And I would have it on my shelf and I'd be like, I wish it was big, but it wouldn't have stopped me. That wouldn't have messed me up. Not to be gruesome, but I wonder how many people may not be with us since 2008's misery. Oh, 2018. Yeah. Einer, order the great glass now and get Jeff's AE of Charlie before it's too late. Nah, I think you can get a copy of Charlie pretty easy. Hey, folks. Good to see you. Chad, good to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. While they're here. So it's kind of like they're suffering. Good to see you. I bet Folio Society is doing the stand. Good one. You know what, Phil? I think you win it. We should have started a bet, but it's too late now. Yes, that sounds and feels right. I don't know why, but I think I agree. So goddamn bothered. I mean, you have an example right here. There, just make it the same. My shelf doesn't need to look like a witch's smile. Yeah, I remember you gave Rapture you gave Mitch a good beat down because of Witch Tree being so much smaller. Even though I bought Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, I don't plan on buying the glass elevator. And I think 60 other people agree or are in your camp. Hope Folio continues with King. Oh, you know what? Phil, you may be wrong because don't they have a Gerard guy that does the art for Misery, The Shining, and Pet Sematary, right? They would probably continue with the same artist. Don't you think? I do wonder. I bet you're right. Yeah, I'm kind of going back on that now. Just jumping in. What's going on, Hardcover? Good to see you. Happy Monday. Mitch and I just decided to never bring it up again. He was that hurt. He was really, that spanking really, when they're young and impressionable, that spanking like makes an impact on them. But we can segue to Mitch. I got this in the mail. Haven't done I did the unboxing, but I haven't edited it together. And I'm going to upload it probably, I don't know, tomorrow. Work has been crazy, guys. It's been crazy. But here's fitted sheet. These dust jackets on these chapbooks are freaking awesome. I never really say frickin'. And I just love it. I love it. I thought he was crazy as a shithouse rat to say he was going to do dust jackets for chapbooks, but it's brilliant. And then these labels are very cool. Like the label is thicker than the paper almost. It's so cool. But yeah, fitted sheet. Seems really dark. I don't know. It just seems dark. More light. We're gonna pump up the light, pump up the jam, pump it up. So that is the chapbook, and I have letter T for terrible, and this has the Mitch stitch. So these are sold out, but you could still get the numbered edition. You could still get the numbered edition of Brother's Keeper. And I'm taking it a little personal that I recommended that title. I did the review on it and it's not sold out. So I'm taking it a little personal that it's still available. It's like, I don't know if I'm being listened to. And then the numbered edition, of course, numbered. And the print. Someday my print will come. So yes, and Meat Ship Is meat ship all like prepared for? Is the meat ship standing up in the silo ready to shoot? We're doing the meat ship. Is it all prepared and oiled for the launch? The meat ship. The next Rapture chapbook is basically going to be June 2nd, I believe, up for pre-order. Am I wrong? You can tell me. Am I wrong? Mitch and I just decided to never bring it up again. It was a gentleman's agreement to never talk about it. You got one of my favorite DJs made. Oh, really? How is this your favorite? How is this your favorite? I like it. I mean, I think it's amazing. I did not know it was one of your favorite. I will sell it back to you for $500. Just the dust jacket, though, not like the book. But and I'm going to want a replacement. Great little story, man. I mean, great little story. I don't know why it would be available either. But I'm done calling and guessing what's going to be a sellout. I'm done with that game. That's a younger man's game. I'm just here to get mine. I'm here to get mine. Like Norman Tugwater. He's a sports attorney for fantasy football players. Look it up. Tugwater. Norman Tugwater. Time to get yours. He represented Adrian All Day Peterson. Dirk Berger would be the perfect illustrator for The Stand. He'd be great. I just got the marbled paper for meat ship in, and it's insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Insane in the membrane. Mitch, you should know that song. The Divine Comedy from Suntop was too tall for my bookcases. Can't fit it in with my other Suntops. But you can use it as a self-defense weapon. Very cool chapbook. Yes. Yes. Where is Chad's Rapture trap? When is Chad's Rapture chappy dropping? That is a very tough sentence. Right? Yes. Very sexy chapbook. Could you imagine? Oh, what was the name of the head sheets? Stirring the Sheets. Chad Lutsky. I mean, it wouldn't be Stirring the Sheets because that's already out. So you would get like your own, your title here, your name here. Look at me explaining to Chad Lutsky how it works. This is what a book is. We're all waiting for it, Chad. So, we need it. I would love to publish a Lutsky story sometime. Yeah, June 2nd for The Meat Ship. Like, oh, that's not good. That gets you canceled if anybody took a screen grab of that. But I just thought like The Meat Ship is blasting off. I don't know. That's the gesture. The inside flap on the front, the way one of the paints is shaped, it was just so cool. I'm showing it to you again. I mean, it's all very cool. It does look like water is flowing up or flowing down. And it's badass. It's badass. It's mine. It's mine now. Thank you, Mitch, for sending me the best one. 4 a.m. comes quick. Seacrest out. Have a great week. Take it easy, Phil. Have a good one. And have a good several until we're back again. Did you already get Fitty Sheet? Yeah. Right here. Are you asking me? Yeah. Yep, right here. This one. And the other one. Maybe one day, Stephen Wayne Nelson Jr., if things ever calm down and I actually write again, well, yours will be heading your way in a couple of days, finishing up the last DJs tonight. Saw Joe Abercrombie last week in Georgia. I recommend seeing him on his tour if you were a fan. Joe was hilarious, a great speaker, and was awesome to talk to. That's so cool. I didn't know. Well, I didn't look it up, but had I known he was coming to Georgia, where was he? Atlanta? I could have gone. God damn it. But then again, I've never read Joe Abercrombie. And I'm a busy guy now. So He was in Georgia? Damn. Yes, Eagle Eye Books in Decatur. Damn it. Well, that's my fault. It's my fault. I have no one to blame but me. Sarah Pinboro's making the rounds. If anybody, I have her book on pre-order from Parnassus in Nashville, but I want to get a signed copy from one of her stops. I think she's coming to Murder by the Book. I'm kind of pissed off the way they ship books. So I'm going to have to go through her book tour stops and then hit up one of those stores and get a signed copy of We Live Here Now. That's what I keep telling people in Tennessee. You ain't from around here. No, well, I live here now. It's been 3 years. I don't have a Southern accent. I kind of thought I would. It is actually kind of weird how the diversity of accents here in a little north of Chattanooga is. I would think everybody had a Southern accent, but there aren't that many. There are a lot of transplants from other places, but there are also some people born and raised here that really don't have a heavy accent. So, it was sold out, if that helps. It does help. Thank you, Michael. Just wanted to stop in and say hi. Got a creative deadline approaching and need to get to work. Happy reading, folks. Oh, thank you, Chad, for saying hi. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you have a creative deadline. I'm glad you're still creating, keeping that muscle trained and rolling. And maybe you have an Earthling title coming up. Huh? How about that? Maybe you have a Rapture title coming up. Maybe you are going to bounce back from Cemetery Dance stronger and better. I would love to see those things happen. Love to see a Chad Lutsky Earthling, Levidian. Well, all of them, all the above. The Chicago is too dominant. Always is. Yeah. It's just 50 years there, you know. You kind of have a running start at your accent. See you later, Chad. Yes, see you, Chad. What else do we got to talk about? I could do an unboxing. You kids want to see a book? I want to see the Lutsky After School special. You go read A Foster Home and Flies. I have yet to meet a Chicagoan where that wasn't the case. Yeah, I know. So, what is this, everybody? What is this? I didn't do an unboxing for it because it's still in its box. So, live unboxing right here. I don't know if anybody can guess what it is. What we got coming out of a broken binding box. Oh, here we are. What is this? What is this? It's it. What is it? And then you just do this. You do this for about 4 days. When I do these videos, it's 4 days later. They wrap the living shit out of their books. And they arrive not looking like shit. Look at that. So it's broken binding. Look at this. Like I could build a tree fort with that. I'm just kidding. I can't build a tree fort with anything. And then they do this. So a true broken binding book is gift wrapped with that bow on it. So as you can see from through the thing, this is not a broken binding, but a Black Crow edition of Buffalo Hunter by Stephen Graham Jones. The only one, he's still second in list of words you need to before you can identify the person. In that category, he's second to Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. You see, Stephen Graham Jones. But this is like bumpy. It's embossed or whatever. Buffalo Hunter. this stenciled edge edition, and sprayed top stain, bottom stain, and the book I've still not yet to read a Stephen Graham Jones edition. I saw Tim got his earlier than mine, which is okay. End papers, pretty cool. I mean, it's as promised. And then the buffalo on the back's going the other way. It's nicely done. I mean, there's a cool texture to the board. I don't think I can pick it up with this shitty laptop camera. My corners are nice and tight, so that's good. We got to get to that signature page. Where is it? Where is it? Holy shit, guys. Where's the signature page? Uh-oh. If I don't have one, if I don't have a signature page, is it in the back? Is it in the back? Oh, my God. Guys, I don't have a signature. I passed it. I didn't. I did not pass a signature page. Did you guys see it? Check the end papers. Oh, okay. I think I did. No. Guys, I don't have a signature sheet in this book. How does it feel to not be as important as Tim? I'm not as important as anybody. Wow. Oh, it's on the end sheet. Okay. I see. He signed the end sheet. Okay. Okay, duh. Yeah, I do feel stupid. Okay. I don't know why that just blends into me. Like, I just don't expect the very first sheet to get the signature. You know what I mean? I expect it where it normally is. So I'm taking half the blame on that. Just half. Just half. Let me see. What are we saying? Speaking of unboxing, I got my lettered swan song, P.S. Cujo, in the stand this week. Lettered swan song. Oh my God. No, Hyperion's coming later, but yeah, the wrap looks like a giant snakeskin. I know it is cool. Oh man, it is so beautiful. I just finished Buffalo Hunter last night. Holy shit, that looks like a sweet copy. That book, in my opinion, is a horror masterpiece. I got mine yesterday. I thought it was interesting. The signature is on the end papers. Okay. Yeah. We all watched me make an asshole out of myself. And I didn't need to because I already start that way. It's his best yet. Oh, man, I'm jelly. That's a rad edition. It's available, I believe. I believe it's still available, my man. Black Crow. The problem. Oh, they got a new book up. Okay, well, we're now gonna have to go over here, guys and gals. Sorry for just misgendering so many. But on Black Crow, they got a new book up. American Rapture by CJ Lead. Now, the thing that pisses me off is I did not get an email from Black Crow announcing this book. But here it is. So are you CJ Lead fans? I thought I would be a completist. I got Witchcraft for Wayward Girls. And then I got this, which is still available. It's 21 pounds. I don't know what the dollar to pound is doing right now. We can look it up. I'll pull this up real quick. Let's see. Oh, it went back up. It's $1.34. Oh, forget it. Oh, it's just not even. I wouldn't buy it right now, but it's still available. And then now we got American Rapture, which is pissing me off because Rapture belongs to Mitch. And CJ Lead for 26 pounds. The end times are coming. American Rapture. Limited to 1,000. Digitally printed edges on 3 sides. It's signed. Okay, so that's that. But there still are Buffalo Hunter Hunters available. And I'm making a big deal about the cost, right? But let's just say that this is 21 pounds. Let's say it's, another 15 pounds to ship. So, wait, what was it? 21 plus 15 would be 36. So let's just say 36. You're looking at $48. So less than $50, you can have that book if you like it. And it is a beautiful book. I can attest to that. And everybody's saying it's his best yet. It's a masterpiece. I can't wait to read it. So I will. This is top of TBR. Right after I'm done with Widows of Winding Gale, I'm going to read this. If you want to make it a book club, we could try. I don't know how that'll work. I don't have any ongoing dialogue with Stephen Graham Jones, and I don't know if he would be on this, but I would definitely try. Signed in end sheets. Yeah. How does it feel? Oh, that's funny. That is funny. It's an invisible ink. I just watched Tim do the same thing. Oh, really? That's hilarious. I didn't see his unboxing. Mike, I need to read more of his books now. I only read Buffalo Hunter. I have so many. I have Mongrels too. That signature looks like part of the artwork. Yeah. Jeff, I may see Pinborough later this week at one of her tour stops. If I'm able to make it, I'll check in with you the night before, see if you want me to pick. Oh, wow. Okay, Ron, just let me know. And no pressure if you can or you cannot. But I so appreciate that. Thank you. Let me know. So, wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I don't know if Ron, if you've read her. I don't remember if you have. I thought you said you liked They Say a Girl Died Here Once. I love her stuff. I love it. I like CJ Lead. American Rapture was solid. Really? She's a great writer. Okay. CJ Lead. Mayfly was 5 stars. Rapture, it was okay. It's worth it, the $50. I'd say probably, but again, I have to read his damn stuff. That would be awesome. He was on with Nick Roberts. I bet he would answer you. That would be awesome. We'll make it I'll put it on my TBR next. I'll read it after Widows of Winding Gale. It'll be my first of his. And if I can get anything cooking with a book club, I'll open that up as well. So that's decided. That is decided. I read some of her stuff. Yes. What I've read had been very solid. Pinborough. And she just came onto my channel. Like, she agreed to be on my channel. No problem at all. I just contacted her on Instagram and she was like, yeah, I'll do it. Just a lovely, wonderful human. I wonder what other books are coming from Earthling. I do as well. Didn't you see? What was it? What a class act Brian James Freeman is. I cannot praise that guy enough, because he promoted Widows of Winding Gale via his newsletter, via his Patreon, I believe. He said, and I thought, oh, okay, so he's got a batch he's going to be selling, and that's what this is. No, it wasn't. He was like, I'm not getting a batch of these books because I have all this other stuff shuffling around, and the last thing I want to do is hold up another publisher's book because I can't ship it out in a timely way. So he knew he was going to have shit going down in October, and he wasn't going to be able to get this book out. So he didn't want to take money and number one, get customers upset, and number two, get Paul Miller, like, he wants his book out, and Keelan Patrick Burke as well, and all that. So I thought that was really a very great thing to do. And he still put the link on his Patreon, a publisher linking to another publisher to sell books. What? I mean, that's great. But at the very end of his email, he's like, very huge news, basically very big news coming very soon. Let me see what he wrote. No, that's Earthling. Okay. That's that. Okay. Okay. Well, where is it? It was a Levidian email, and I'm sure you've seen it, all you people. Brian, it came from Brian James Freeman, and it was, let me see. Let's hide folders. We got to close shit down. Can't let everybody see the shit. Okay. So he's like, hey, here we go. We got this. Hey, gang, I won't be getting copies. Here's the link. And then at the very end, big news coming very soon. That right there. Oh, guys. Seriously. What if Levidian is doing the stand? What if Levidian is doing the stand and no, he wouldn't be doing the stand. No. What if Eli John forced Levidian's hand and he has to say, he wouldn't do it. Not with the Cemetery Dance title shipping right now. He would not do that. No. But he said big news coming very soon. That got my ears perked up. But what if? Oh my God. Oh, wouldn't that be amazing? Brian James Freeman is awesome. He has already answered my email and already got a shipping notice of a replacement. That is service. Yeah. We have the next two unannounced classics and eventually probably Carpenter's Farm. Oh yeah. Look, I'm going to break my skull ring finger. Yes. Hopefully from Earthling. Yes. Yeah. That would be awesome. Carpenter's Farm. Oh man, but yeah, I just got caught up in my own little fantasy of an Eli John Levidian The Stand. Because he couldn't get Francois to do it. Francois did Cemetery Dance. And if he did get Francois to do it now, it would be like a big FU to Chismar. And then Francois would be probably fatigued. He's like, oh my, I just did that one. Like, he brought his best to do that. Those pieces are awesome. I feel a little silly having a question or a doubt about that dust jacket being his art versus Ned Dameron's, but I'm glad I reached out to him and had that conversation with him because it sort of brought all this other stuff to light. But I was looking back, I'm like, there was no doubt that was Francois. And if that copyright page wasn't all jacked up, I would have been, yeah, of course, right here. It says cover illustration, Francois. So we need a Boys in the Valley modern classic. That would be cool. But wouldn't that be weird for Earthling to do? They did it. Like, he's doing Boys in the Valley, and I assume he's doing a Boys in the Valley lettered edition. So doing the modern classics would be crazy, but that would be awesome. I would still buy it. I also feel no knowledge, just a feeling. We get another Tyler Jones from either Earthling or Thunderstorm by the end of the year. That would be cool. Yeah. I'd love that. Tyler Jones is fantastic. And I'm sorry, Poe. I bumped Poe, boy. Poe is under my desk, so I can't ever extend my legs leisurely and get comfortable at my own desk because he's here. He's bonded, and this is like where he's going to be. You know what I'm saying? So, wait. Yeah, I guess that's true. Was there a letter, Boys in the Valley, or is it still? It's still forthcoming. Poe, now, no, he won't come up. He's a quiet boy. We let sleeping dogs lie in this house. We do. We let them lie about anything. So yeah. So cheers to all the people out there, namely Josh Mallerman and Philip Fracassi, who got book deals or movie deals. Well, and book deals, but movie deals for all that. So Fracassi's got Alter and now Failsafe coming out. Failsafe, from my understanding, Stephen Wayne Nelson, you saw Strange Darling and you loved it. I haven't seen it. I have not seen any good horror movie. We just finished the first season of Squid Game. I really liked it. Jill actually liked it, which I totally did not expect her to like it. But the reason she did is because it has some brains to it, and it has a story, and it has some heart. Some stuff was kind of, it tested credulity, whatever. But overall, I think it was a really good series, and I can't wait to see season 2. We're not happy. Well, I'm not going to spoil anything, but the behavior of the character at the end of season 1, at the very last thing he does, we were rooting for something else. But anyway, if I say anything, I spoil it. So, best twist in a film since Sixth Sense. See, now, here's the thing. When I watched the trailer, they are obviously directing you to believe something. So the trailer looks like a serial killer is like basically killing in a serial fashion. And he finally picks up somebody who's more than his match. So do you remember, if any of you read it, it was a short story called Serial by Blake Crouch and J.A. Conrath, or whatever that cat's alias pseudonym was. And it was called Serial, and it was about a serial killer who picks up hitchhikers and kills them, and a serial killer who hitchhikes and kills the people that give her a ride. And in this story, the one serial killer picks up the hitchhiking serial killer, and then it's a game of wits and a duel to the death. I love it. So that's what I thought Strange Darling is. But if you're saying it is the biggest twist since Sixth Sense, then it obviously is not that, because there's no way the trailer would be that heavy-handed and have that. So, anyway, but the director of that, the writer and director of that, is directing Failsafe. And J.J. Abrams is executive producing. So it's getting a lot of attention, a lot of love. It's like big Hollywood and indie Hollywood are coming together to make a beautiful Fracassi baby. And all the press, I think, is very favorable and glowing. And the hype machine is revving up. We need it. Let's hype it. And then we got Alter coming out, which is A24. GTFO, man. I mean, that to me is the big dogs, my favorite ever. So, I'm so happy. And then Incidents Around the House is getting made. I haven't read that. Actually, before everybody hyped Buffalo Hunter, Incidents Around the House is what I was going to read. So I'm going to do Buffalo Hunter, and then probably Incidents Around the House. But because I want to get hyped for that movie. But I think that's awesome. Season 2, I watched first episode and Serial's Uncut Killborn. It's so good. Get the uncut version. A lot of extra stuff in it. Really? Okay. I don't know where I read it. I think I read it in an anthology somewhere, but yeah. So I'd be happy to take you up on that. But I'm so happy for the movie news. And if you read my newsletter, obviously it's because money and attention. And yes, to what Jason said, in addition to that, I love seeing the good guys win. I wouldn't be rooting for a Chismar, J.J. Abrams Chismar movie. No, I wouldn't be happy or gleeful. I'd be pissed. I'd be like, why did the Jagoffs get this inside fast track to fame and fortune? Why? He already got a mid six-figure deal twice. So I don't I would not be gleefully happy if it wasn't authors I think deserve it. I mean I've met Philip Fracassi. The guy is a genuinely to the bone great guy. He's a great guy. Sincerely just a phenomenal human being in addition to being a mega talented author. I've not met Josh Malerman, but I think that guy's got a good soul. I think he is also a genuinely great person. That's the vibe I get. I've never been in a room with him, but that's how he strikes me. He's just a genuinely to the bone great guy. So those two, I'm thrilled for the chance to get more viewers, more attention, and more money. And then publishers like, oh, dudes, these guys have gotten a movie, Hollywood, all hot and bothered. Let's give them another book, and then that becomes a movie. Then we do the tie-in and all that stuff. So it's all good career momentum, and I need it for them. Speaking of J.J. Abrams, his new show, Duster, on Max is pretty good. Watched the first and thus far only episode a couple of nights ago. Definitely going back for more. Met both. Guess I win. Yeah, you do. You do win. I mean, you win the knowledge that you met Josh Malerman over me. I honestly think most authors are great people. Most. And it's like a writing class I took a long time ago. This guy teaching it said, writers have to have compassion. They have to have empathy because they have to be able to see things from different points of view. They got to be able to put themselves in other people's shoes and make it believable. So that's how you win. You make really human stories with human emotion. And so you can't be this callous jagoff. I mean, I'm sure you can. I'm sure you could fake it. But I think the best authors, the one who go the distance, have a lot more empathy than the norms, than the normies. By the way, Jeff, are you near Franklin, Tennessee? I see her schedule that's one of her 6 stops at the Historic Art Craft Theater. Oh, I didn't see that. Franklin is damn, where is Franklin? Meaning Josh is sort of like doing cocaine without actually doing cocaine. Wow. Let me look it up. I can look it up right now. Let me see. Franklin, Tennessee. Hold, please. So let's see. It'll take me 4 hours, 3 hours and 42 minutes. Oh, no. It would take me 3 hours and 42 minutes to fly there and 2 hours and 42 minutes to drive. It's only 146 miles. Interesting. Very interesting. If I was able to, maybe I would. I don't know. But thanks for the heads up. Hey, good to see you, Cool Rooster Games. Good for you to stop by. Tell your brother I said hi. Hope everybody's doing good and hanging in there and having a good time and getting ready for somebody's birthday really soon. I don't know who it could be. I'm not going to mention names, but I met a fairly well-known horror writer a decade or so ago, and he was not a nice guy in real life. Still like his writing, though. Einar, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to spill the tea. Unless, wait, mention names. A decade or so ago. Unless it was McCammon, I won't allow that bad talk about McCammon on this channel. I've met McCammon thrice. Thrice? Yeah. Oh, wait, yes, King of Shadows, Seven Shades, and Leviathan. Thrice. And that guy, he's like, he's got like, he kept that childhood magic. I don't know how he did it, but he maintained it and kept it. And it still beats in his chest. And he's a saint. Saint Bobby Mack. So I won't hear bad speaking about him. But Einar, I need to know who it was. We're all gonna guess. Have to obey Loki. Take it easy later, Gator. Mark, I don't think I said hi to you, Mark. Did I say hi to you? Good to see you, Mark. Good night. Take it easy, Dave. In regards to nice authors, I read some sci-fi books, and Scientologists ended up at my front door. Really? Did they do Scientologists do the door-to-door thing? Do they do that? I feel like I should put my hat on. I would wear it backwards like this. Like that. Does that make me cool? So I noticed that when it auto generates the thumbnail, it's usually from the end of the video. So it's going to look like I wore this hat the whole time. So the thumbnail is going to have it. And then people are like, oh, what's that doofus wearing? And then they're going to watch it. Like, he's not wearing a hat. And then when does he wear the hat? And then it's like not till the last 10 minutes. And they're going to be like, wow, that's when he put on the hat. And he knew I'd be thinking this the whole time. See? I'm hiding, not feeling well. Oh, Mark, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Take a, cheers to better health to you, Mark. I don't know if that has any medicinal properties, that toast, but I'm putting the vibes out into the world. I know you're east of me. East of me is that way. Putting the vibes out on the meat ship. If you make a fist, it's okay. Einar, my guess would be Linkvist. Feel better, Mark. Yeah, vibes are cool. Yeah, you got all the good vibes. Well, everybody send them good vibes. You don't have to type a comment because vibes are bigger than comments, Vibes, they emanate, radiate, and they permeate, and they saturate. And I got to stop there because I got a lot of other words that sound like saturate that aren't saturate, and then I'm going to be rhyming, and then we're going to get canceled. Meat chip. That's a fist. I'm telling you, it's a fist. So I'll do it lower. But it's a ship, so it's going to be flying. Just don't take screen grabs and post it anywhere. We got to know, Einar. You've already been up this late. Oh, anybody interested in some old school fricassee? There is a seller on eBay selling fricassee. And it is all available. The seller is selling Don't Let Them Get You Down, Gothic, really, really high prices. Harboring Monsters. So the thing is, wait, these aren't completed. Whatever. $6.99 has 11 watchers. $99.99, $149, but they're all like so this is the ARC and it's signed, but they are all inscribed to the seller, whose name is Parker. And that's a big bummer. There's an egotist. I don't want to get into that. So the Boys in the Valley Bible edition. So they're all there. They're very, very expensive. And I don't know why. I was talking about this with some other people, and I'm like, I would never sell my signed editions, especially the ones that were gifted to me or inscribed to me. Those are like, well, I shouldn't say that because I got a Chismar that's inscribed to me, and I'll use that as toilet paper if I want. But anyway, I don't know. They're all inscribed, and I don't know who would want to pay $800, $900 for an inscribed book to somebody else. I mean, even a Stephen King, like you'll see those pop up. That's the whole reason you get them inscribed, right? Or the reason when an author inscribes it to you, it's supposed to be extra special. It's like I went and saw this author, they signed it to me. It marks the moment I met this person. I don't know. I just find it silly. And unless you have a real medical emergency and you need the money that badly, I don't know. I could see like if I went through the buying freeze, like I stopped buying. If you're having a money problem, you stop the buying, but you don't have to start selling necessarily. And it's just sort of sad to see all these inscribed fracassis are really all this guy's selling. So I just don't get it. Letter A of the Bible. Was it letter A? Yeah. No, he's somebody who's pretty who knows, he's met Philip. So but I mean it's his business. It's like doesn't make him a demon. I just don't understand that, it seems like there are more than a few guys that have done that. There's the one guy who keeps thumbing down my videos. I know it's him because I kicked him out of the Jeff Word group because he scammed somebody on a Suntup edition of The Godfather. So I kicked him out of the Jeff Word group. And right after that, all my lives started getting thumbed down. And it's kind of petty. And I didn't want to do it. And I gave the guy every chance to make it right and explain himself. And it's like, when you're caught, you're caught. And it was kind of ugly. But he also dumped a bunch of fracassis. And I don't know if he actually shipped them. He sold them. I don't know if he shipped them. I'm not telling as it might have just been a bad day for this guy. The signing was a disaster. Oh, that's a shame. Serafina, Philip's personal arc for $800. And he's also selling Observe for $700. Fracassis up for sale really bummed me out. I know, me too. He priced them so high they'll never sell. Maybe he isn't really interested in selling them, but wants to make a gesture to himself or his wife that suggests he is. That's what I was saying. Like, I don't begrudge him the price. Like, if somebody said, Jeff, I will buy that Boys in the Valley arc of yours, the Earthling one, the one you ruined and is now known as the Beach Boys. I'll buy that from you. Okay, I'll sell it to you for $5,000. That's crazy. Well, that's what my let go price is. I couldn't let it go for anything less than that. So that could be what he's doing, but it's sort of stupid. Why waste the time listing shit on eBay that you know is wackadoodle out of line? It looks more like the guy knows he has super rare items that you cannot buy anywhere else. And he thinks it's time to score on it, trade on the name, which is fine. They're his things. But the moment something like that happens, you're burning a bridge, essentially. Like, why would an author, why would an author say, like, hey, I have 2 copies of this book left, and you can have one of them, and it's and I guarantee Philip did not gouge the guy. I guarantee it. If anything, he was super generous, and a lot of people have burned him with some of the bullshit I've seen on eBay. So yeah, I don't blame him for pricing them really, really high. I would as well. but it sure does look like, hey, I'm going to strike while the iron's hot. Though the market, the resale market is not good. It's like Suntup is sitting on a bunch of books. Earthling, I just pointed out, those Come With Me and Little Heaven should never be available right now. So it's a soft market. A lot of really, it's hard to sell books right now. So I think he's silly, and he's going to be holding on to them books, and he has some eBay listings, but I don't wish him bad. I'm just like, I don't know. Anyway, good night, Kevin. And that's a good sign. That's a good call. We're going to wrap it up here. Got the hat on for the last 10 minutes. So good night, everybody. Have a good 7 days until Memorial Day. Oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to be going live next week. Yeah, mark your calendars, everybody. No Memorial Day live. I'm going to be at a Memorial Day thing. So no live next week. Have a good week. Go eat some good meat. Get some meat. Get ready for that meat ship. And then, yeah. So no live next week. So Memorial Day, go. You're free. Nobody will be docked their pay. So good night, and I will see you all in 2 weeks. And until then, be good to yourselves and each other. And hopefully I'll have a haircut by the time we get back. And then, but also stay frosty.